everybody. Today we're going to talk about, let me see because I have my planner in front of me, about my spiritual journey. It is really significant also, by the way. If you hear it's raining really heavily, you might even hear some thundering in the background. I hope this is like ASMR like and it's gonna be relaxing. I hope so. But yeah, we're gonna talk about my spiritual journey, which has been going on for so fucking long. It's been going on for so freaking long because, I always haven't been here where I am really certain of what I surround myself with, like the energy or what flow I have around me. I don't know how to explain this specifically, but let's start from the start of how I came to be until like now. I started off with basically, my life being really difficult, and I felt like I had no protection. I had no shelter. I mean, I guess my own room was always my shelter, but I never really I felt like I had like a protection or something for everything that was happening to me. So what is the first thing that everybody goes to? It's religion. I am not judging, by the way, or down talking religion or anything. Whatever your beliefs are, it's completely fine. I believe in the universe. I love manifesting stuff. I am really spiritual, and spirituality is my thing, but I just, I couldn't find myself in religion. So like most of my life up to like, I don't know, maybe like, let's pretend, I don't know, like time frames and everything is kind of blurry since leaving school, and like everything else. But yeah, up to like, let's say 15, there were so many occasions where I went to church. I was praying. I was even praying as a little girl, sitting like on my windowsill and just, praying to God and asking God for help. Sorry if it seems like I moved, because I have. It is thundering really bad outside, so I kind of turned off my electronics and my entire setup and stuff. But yeah, what I was saying is like I always was like praying to God and like asking for help and stuff like that, because I felt really helpless and I felt like I had nowhere to go and I had no protection. I felt just scared, stressed as a really like little girl. And honestly, I never got an answer from God ever. Like even going to church sometimes, and like just being there and that energy and being in the church and I guess praying and asking God for help, he never really helped me. Like I never got a sign, no nothing. Nothing happened. I kept going. I kept trying to establish and strengthen that, that energy and that connection with God, and it just nothing really happened. I just felt really abandoned, and so many times I was like, why isn't God helping me? Like, what is wrong with me? Like, I need so much help. Like, why is God not doing anything? Why is he being like, why is he like looking away? Why is he being blind to this, And yeah, basically, I tried so many times and nothing happened. Nothing. I tried to upkeep this for so long, like wearing like a little cross or having a cross somewhere else and just trying to be like, oh, this is gonna protect me. I always tried some, like, again, I'm not mocking anything when it comes to religion, any kind of religion, especially like Christianity, because, I'm a born Christian or whatever. Doesn't really matter. I mean, yeah, I guess in this story, but I tried to upkeep it still in some way, but never really helped. So on some point I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm an atheist. I never got help, There were like things or experiences that I had, that could be like another story, like I guess with like, I guess paranormal stuff, or I kind of believed in stuff like that, but whatever, um, again, Religion wise, nothing. Nothing. I didn't feel any connection ever. Ever. Never. So, when on some point, in between, blah, 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 life happened. And I came together with my really toxic ex that treated me absolute dog shit, whatever. So yeah, I was together with my toxic ex, and that was the first time that I came across, I guess, could you call it spirituality? But I came across The Secret, the movie. I watched it and it didn't really click. But that was like the first time I got like a tiny bit of like spirituality like sipped into my life. It's when I started like also like collecting crystals, I guess, and kind of believing into it. I was really into tarot for as long as I can remember, to be honest, but I never really tried it ever until at that point when I was together with him. I bought gypsy cards, and that was like my journey of like starting to use tarot. Starting to use cards as divination. And yeah, I was trying that. I hope that's not really too distracting. But yeah, I was trying that. Honestly, I never could really connect or build a connection to gypsy cards. But sometimes, wow, it was just speaking. But I could just never really connect, and it was just not really the vibe. I don't know. But I was like collecting crystals. I started to believe in like higher beings, like not like God or Jesus, but like just other stuff. It was almost like I was discovering slowly things, but still it didn't click. And then fast forward some time even more, I fell into a really, 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 really deep depression. I mean, when you think you hit rock bottom, man, this was the rock bottom that I had before. Well, I was here now. I was here now. I was just really in a bad state. This is also the time when I actually started to read and love reading. In between, I already started with something else, but then, I started to read like self-help books and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and so on. And I started to read more and more, a book from Christian Hall, Rise of the Phoenix, or Rise from the Ashes, something like that. And then obviously Jen Sincero, How to Be a Badass, and like other things. I was like really into the self-help books like galore. I was like, oh my god, I was just realizing things more and more. And then at some point, I stumbled upon The Secret again. I watched it and I was like, what? Things just clicked. It was, and then things like how it was happening was like bam, 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 bam. So many realizations, so many connections that I started to make. And that was the first time that I actually felt like I was belonging somewhere, like I was a part of something, like a community or like whatever, like a whole. I felt like the circle came to a close all of a sudden. It just started to make sense. So many things just interconnected, and write more about law of attraction and this and that and angels and blah blah blah. I always kind of believed in angels, but I connected it to religion and stuff like that. But yeah, again, everything, guardian angels, the spirit guides, everything interconnected. And this is where I found myself in spirituality. I also came across like some other forms of spirituality that was really into into that I came across, and I was really interested, but I was just a bit confused. But then when it came to just like pure spirituality, connected with manifestation, connected with meditating, tarot, man, things just opened up. I was just like, oh my, it felt like a puzzle just fell into the right place and it was game over. It just felt like I came home. That's how it felt. It was the best feeling ever. The tattoo that I have on my side right here, it says, the universe always has my back. you know, trying to remind myself that, you know, the universe does truly have my back. But yeah, you know, I wouldn't really consider myself now like religious. I'm spiritual. I do always say I'm an atheist, but I'm spiritual. I do believe in the universe. I love to practice the law of attraction, manifestation. I just love that shit. I love everything that is like interconnected when it comes to that. And like I guess modern magic and oh my, it feels like truly freaking home. And this is what I've been like asking for and looking for my entire life. And on top of that, I will never ask the universe for a sign. The universe delivers. You know, if I'm like, blah, 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 universe, should I do this? Like, tell me, should I do this? Like that. But when I was like sitting there begging God for help, begging, like I was so low. I was so low, especially as a really young child. I was so low, like on the floor low. I was like, God, please, please, nothing. But now it feels like, you know, obviously you go through turbulences, life happens, but it feels like the universe always has my back. Everything just happens for me, not to me. And, you know, whenever I ask for guidance from my spirit guides or my spiritual team or from the universe, I get it. It's delivered, you know. And in my opinion is that, you know, not that, oh, religion is not real or whatever, it's a hoax or no, but it was never meant to be a part of me. It was not for me. It was not for me, you know. And spirituality was me because it interconnects so many things that I was interested for so long, but I couldn't get the grasp of it for so long also, you know. And I just couldn't get close to it. But then I guess when the timing was right, the universe was like, come here, baby, come freaking here. And ever since, I never looked back. I am here. I am into the most fucking, as you would say, or maybe somebody say, bizarre shit. You know, modern magic, you know, developing my own like psychic abilities, doing tarot, doing spiritual stuff, meditating, manifesting. Like, there's so many more things that are gonna come to this channel because, you know, Larissa's not just gaming, and I just don't want to only be gaming, you know. So if you're like here and you're like, where's the gaming? It's gonna be also here, but it's gonna be a mix of everything, but a lot of like spirituality and manifest. I just love that. And like fucking, you know, motivational speaking. I just want to help so many people. I'm so fucking pumped. But yeah, this is pretty much my journey of you know, getting to where I am, being really spiritual, my spiritual journey altogether, you know, coming from practicing pure religion, trying to work it and getting nothing back. Nothing. No energy, no boom, no boost, no nothing to boom, I'm pushed into spirituality, or I come across it and I click and everything just, it's almost like a house is built all of a sudden in front of me and I'm like, where has this been my entire freaking life? So yeah, this is about it. I don't want to like drag this on for too long, and I hope you all, you know, enjoyed this. And yeah, see you all in my next video. Bye.